Somebody save me from myself. A little bit of Jelly Roll. He was here earlier this week. Did not go. Went to the Ando show that Thursday evening. Loved it. Recommend that you go to. It was me. Great memoir. Happiest Refugee. Go check it out. He's down your ways in 3 weeks, apprentice. So strongly encourage you to do that. Me, the wife, and mother-in-law all had a good laugh and good cry. So yeah, Defs go. The Jelly Roll, I'm not really into his music. Nothing against him. He's got a mad voice, but I don't know. Don't listen to it frequently enough to call myself a fan. Hear it on the radio a lot though, here in Townsville. So yeah, I think everyone that went had an awesome time, heard great reviews. But this is not a music concert review show or a one-man memoir review. So I got these. So I got 2 packs left to open up before I'm done, and then we'll wait for the 2026 season. So I was thinking to do this one before Pac Champs, and then the last one for after the game. So a preview and a review. I also want to say some more, but that bench of the Kiwis, yeah, cheat code. How are we gonna win it? I don't know. Got Payne Haas, we got Brian To'o, so we just had to try and use our strengths. If I was Ben Gardner, maybe swapping around Mariner and Murray Taulangi, just because I think, yeah, Mariner's a better finisher, and Taulangi will be a more safe defensive center. I don't know if he's up against Tomoko or CNK, but yeah, that's the risk I'll take. And yeah, that Kiwi forward pack is just beast, so our halves are not dominant. We won't be able to get it in that 10x10 box into corners, so maybe just high pressure kicks to the back 3 and just try to take them and slow it all down might be a strategy. It's easier said than done. And then you got Bash Bros and Tapani, as well as Britton and Isaiah Papali'i. It's so beast. And then yeah, that didn't even make mention of the bench of TMM, Aaron Clark, Nofahu White, and Xavier Wilson. It's gonna be a great game though. I think the Kangaroos should get up over England 3-0. The argument is, do you choose the strongest squad or do you let the guys that went over feature as well, like in the extended? I don't know what I'll do. Leave it up to Kevy. That's why he gets paid the big bucks, which is nothing at the moment. And hopefully he gets his extended contract for the World Cup at least. Giving Ethan Strange and Mitch Moses would have been cool to see how they went, but you got to build chemistry. I think it's kind of like the All Blacks approach, where you don't play a second string team, you play the best you got just to be intimidating. So psychologically, you can have the advantage every time you go up against other nations. And yes, should be good. I feel Dylan Brown would be the favorite for the Golden Boot, especially considering the opposition he's had to play as opposed to who Munster and Angus Crichton went up against, because that England squad didn't really bring it, unfortunately. I'm just talking about the quality of game, and just I watched the first game. I just saw the highlights of the second game, and then the Channel 9 YouTube team had a 10-minute vid, and it was probably less than a minute of the first half, and then most of the second half, and then didn't even realize there was a bunch of Simbins in that game too. So I don't know too much from it, but if that was the highlights for game 2, I think I made the right decision in going to sleep early. So again, probably just going to watch the highlights for game 3. and we'll defs watch Samoa and New Zealand at my sister's house. So let's open this pack up. Payne Haas is gonna it looks like he might go to R360. Can't blame him. I mean, it's generational wealth and going to a country that, you know, he's got the Muslim connection, and it might, you know, like help his I don't know, trying to word it in a way. Like he'll go to the culture and then it's just gonna be easier for him to acclimatize to it for the family, maybe, in that sense that it's, you know, the main religion over there, and that might help in the development and strengthening of their faith. So then there's a few other perks, of course, financial reasons, but yeah, it's gonna be massive if he does go. Can't blame him. He's won a premiership and 6-time Paul Morgan Player of the Year, Paul Morgan Broncos Player of the Year. Paul Morgan Award, Broncos Best Player of the Year. Even though I still felt Billy Walters, just because he had to do it in different positions and he really stepped up and bought it. But when you look at what Payne Haas does week in, week out, you just forget his greatness. But that's enough glazing on that front. Let's just open these up and maybe touch base on the R360 chat when more news comes out. I'm hearing next week it's going to be, they're going to release the names of the players they managed to get a contract on. So they're saying like Lomax and Pappenhausen and Nelson, maybe he's going to the Eels. So much going on. Here we go. Okay. Kenny played beast last week at the fullback spot, so expecting him to slot into the slot into the center spot. Kill. Oh, Dylan Edwards. Yeah, he could have got a feature in game 3, but you know, team player. Just doing what the coach requests. Oh, true. Very cool. Highly respected leader. Reynolds entered his 14th NRL season in 2024, as capable as ever of controlling a game with his lethal kicking boot. The halfback, who entered 2024 as the game's 4th highest ever point scorer, is an admirable mentor to the Broncos' young stars. Oof. And we've also got Pezzett, Kobe Black, Moser. Oh, then Cameron Smith is going to be in the mentorship role. I don't know, he's saying he's going to be on the payroll there, so excited to see how that pans out. Victor Radley. I don't know if he featured this Ashes series, if he's injured and sorting that out, and it might be just at Bondi. And then you got DCE going there. Curious to see how that goes. Oh, Tamika Upton. Oh, that's pretty sick. 8/48. 2-time Dally M medalist Upton is the Drillers' first choice fullback option and a creative weapon for the national side. Upton is renowned for her unmatched agility. If I'm honest, I only watched the Broncos NRLW Grand Final and saw bits and pieces of Australia when they smashed the Samoan squad. What was it, 50, 60, something? So that was, yeah, couldn't really watch it. But yeah, she's probably the GOAT. But, you know, when all's said and done for the women's game, 17, 3rd, 97. So what does that make her? 28. Mad. Marcelo Montoya. After 4 years, the New Zealand Warriors, Montoya returns to the club, where he debuted back in 2017. The winger is a rangy option out wide, averaging 126 meters run per game and scoring 8 tries last season. I don't know where to find him and his missus podcast, but yeah, there was a mad laugh watching them on the Sunday night Matty John show, I think. Last couple cards. Keanu Kinney, yep, beast. So the spine should be him. This is for the Titans, I'm saying. Him, Sam Verrills, Jaden Campbell, and Brimo. Should be exciting. Guinea enjoyed a breakout campaign in 2024. taking out the club's Paul Broughton medal as Player of the Year from just 16 appearances. The fullback is a relentless running machine who earned a New Zealand international debut during last year's Pacific Championship Series. Oh, he's only 177 centimeters. It's like a little taller than me and 83 kilos. Oh, he's 10 kilos lighter than me. Mad. It's a gun. Last but not least, Jarrell Skelton. Yeah, he's a big body. Should be beast on the wing for the Tigers. Yeah, and he's a Redcliffe born talent, so I wonder if he'll ever have aspirations to go Dolphins. Not sure. But with that size and that speed, hoping he does a lot more in 26. So that's it for this pack. It's cool. The Upton one's the highlight. That's it. Maybe see you tomorrow after Pac Champs. See you, brother.